Founded by 5 countries, recently this regional bloc have also expanded its membership to 11 countries. Now, this regional bloc, going by the name Brics, have attracted more 20 countries in which they have applied for membership and they have expressed their interests. Hello, I am Mahlet, your host at Connect Africa, bringing you the latest from the continent and particularly from the Sahel region. So join me here at Connect Africa and I will tell you which possibly these 20 African countries are. Yeah, so let's go into it. And I will give you, before we go into it, I will give you a bit of a background about Brics and its recent move. And then we go to, although these 20 countries have not been officially publicly declared which countries they are, but there are some potential candidates as analysts are discussing over different media outlets. So we are going to analyze which those countries are. So Brics originally, as I always do, I will share my slides with you. So it's consisting these founding members, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, which actually joined the group as a founding member later on. Originally, it was 4 countries. Now, recently, this year, actually, in its 15th summit in August 2023, which is held in Pretoria, in which the main topic was Brics and Africa, it has added 6 new members, making it 11 members of the group. So these are from various continents. From Africa, we have Ethiopia and Egypt. From the Middle East, we have the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. We have from Latin America, Argentina, and who else? From Asia, we have also Iran. So Brics is it's mainly a global south countries which are joining this bloc, which works to enhance trade, security, and this kind of things between countries. But it's undoubtedly it's a regional bloc countering the Western blocs like the G20. So this is basically what Brics is. So it's also importantly a geopolitical bloc in our planet. So just to say a little, Argentina, although it has been added in 2023, accepting its application to join the bloc, but its newly elected President Javier Milei, I think, if I'm not mistaken, but Milei is his last name. It's a bit of a controversial leader. So he has been expressing from earlier, even before he became a president, that he's against Argentina's membership in Brics. So he actually said he will also want to change the country's currency from peso to US dollars, which, mainly the Brics bloc is against. One of the agenda of Brics is actually de-dollarization to counter those main trading currencies like US dollars and euros. So definitely this will not be accepted. So Argentina's quit from the bloc will be expected. That's something that will be, since he's a major ally of the Western bloc. And also, if you have seen the recent Israel-Palestine conflict, have also shown who is standing by which side. So this global South bloc of Brics have been expressing more of in the category of pro-Palestine. If I'm not mistaken, the 2 countries that did not support, that were abstain, okay, the resolutions that came out from the UN it was Ethiopia and India. All the rest have been, pro the resolution that has been issued by the United Nations General Assembly. So Argentina is pro-Israel. The new president also have said it. I mean, the bloc have really quite influential globally. Now, why BRICS is attractive to the global to the global south? So let us see some of the things, what are these things that makes it attractive to these countries, and continue to apply for membership is, some of the things are because it is not like, unlike the Western, it doesn't put any measure saying that if you change your regimes and you can become, there is no political thing into it. It's not purely, but most of it's trade interested. So the BRICS has a far looser approach compared to the Western. It removes these political barriers that includes insistence, for example, on market tariff reductions and trade development enhancements. It also removes, as I said, political barriers and insistence on market and political reforms inside, within this governments. It also allows more, autocratic regimes to participate without really bringing any change in their country or reform that is unwelcome by their constitution or by their government or to their national interests. So these are the things that really makes the global south more attractive, more attracted to these blocks. Now, 20 applicants have applied, expressed their interest according to the ambassador of BRICS, but they are not publicly identified which these countries are. And now, but we can talk about who are these 20 countries that have applied to BRICS. Now, from Africa, there are these candidates that we think, and according to researchers that have discussed this could be the countries, it's Algeria, Senegal, Nigeria, and Sudan. I'm going to enumerate the reasons why these countries could be potential for BRICS later on. Now, if we go to Asia, we have a number of countries in which BRICS might be interested, or this country might be interested in BRICS. These are Pakistan. Pakistan, by the way, is the only countries that BRICS has identified, has applied to be a member of BRICS. But of course, it's not without a problem. There is India, who is in clash or in conflict with Pakistan and into war of words between, there's a lot of back and forth between Pakistan and India. And in fact, India has blocked the participation of Pakistan in the last 15th BRICS summit in Pretoria. There was a sideline meeting where Pakistan was invited, and that has been blocked by India, although they did not say it namely, it's India, but they have said in different platforms that there is one country blocking, they're becoming a member into BRICS. So there's Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Thailand, Uzbekistan, Mongolia, Sri Lanka, and Kazakhstan, all for different reasons. As I said, I'm going to enumerate it very quickly. In Latin America, we have Cuba, Nicaragua, Bolivia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Uruguay. Not necessarily all rich countries, but again, same story. They are resource rich, just like Africa. They just want to be treated equally in international trade. That will allow them to to grow in their economy. And of course it's a give and take, but it's much better than the Western Bloc, which will treat them equally as an equal partner in international trade if they join BRICS. Now there is one exception. There's one country from Europe that applied to be a member of BRICS. This is Turkey. Now, Turkey is a very, a strategic place. It's a country where Africa, Europe, and Asia meets, as you can see here. So it's also a very strategic of European Union, albeit it's not a member of European Union officially, but it's a very strategic alliance, and actually its application for membership to European Union is being looked at or being assessed. It's in process. So I really don't know if any Western country or an ally of Western country will, to that extent, will be allowed, but it's something to be seen. Now, before we go to, before I leave, let me just quickly why these countries are attractive or potential candidates to BRICS. So I'm going to go enumerate the reasons. Okay. So yeah, just give me 2 minutes and I'm going to go into it. So now, let's start. I'm going to do it alphabetically. Okay, let's start from Afghanistan. Why Afghanistan is attractive? It's a member of the the Belt and Road Initiative of China. So it's one of the things, and resource rich, by the way, albeit all the conflicts and war on terror and radical Islam is going on. Then we have Algeria. So Algeria is the 10th largest proven natural gas reserves globally. It's also the world's 6th largest gas exporter. Another potential to the country is it's the world's 3rd largest untapped gas resource again. Now let's go to Bangladesh. Now Bangladesh is in Asia. So why it is potential to BRICS is it's world's top 5 fastest growing economies. Let's go to Bolivia. Bolivia it's an asset rich but relatively poor. So, but it has also a fastest GDP growth rate in Latin America. Let's go to Cuba. Cuba is, of course, it's those countries sanctioned by the West, led by the US, of course. It's a sanction defiance, has long made it a favorite to China and Russia, that alone. And also when it has this significant agreements with China and Russia as well. It's a member of also the Belt and Road Initiative of China, and it's also a member of the Caribbean, the CARICOM community, the Caribbean community as well, and it has a very good influence on the Latin America. Ecuador, another Latin American countries, which is a negotiating free trade agreements with both China and Eurasian Economic Union. So this will make sense to substitute this with a loser BRICS arrangement. Now let's go to Indonesia. Now Indonesia is one of the leading economies in Asia. Its potential has again been raised to join BRICS. So in July 2023, actually, it has accepted an invitation to participate in the summit that was held in Pretoria this year in the summer. Now Kazakhstan its economy is highly dependent on oil and related products. So these are the resources needed. Mongolia is geographically very attractive, and also it's a resource rich, and it's a transit point between Russia, Kazakhstan, and China. Now, why Nicaragua from Latin America? This is a mining play and the leading gold producing country in Central America, so that makes it attractive. Now, Nigeria, most people have expected that Nigeria will join during the 15th Brics summit, but Nigeria didn't make it to that. From Africa, it was just Ethiopia and Egypt, and it has been criticized. The government has been criticized by the number of analysts on the area, and the president actually did not participate in its stance against the Sahel region and the way it was leading the ECOWAS, the Economic Community of Western African Nations, to invade or to militarily intervene in Niger was not also accepted by most of the countries which are members in Brics, or the founding members. Now, Pakistan, I have said already a little, it has officially one of the countries, that Brics spokesperson has said it has applied, expressed interest, but again, will it be accepted? There is India as a founding member. Will it block the membership of Pakistan, or Pakistan from becoming a member of Brics? It's something to be seen. But its spokesperson of the foreign minister of Pakistan have said that there is one country blocking Pakistan's participation and becoming a member into Brics. I mean, whether it's in sport, in cricket, in diplomacy, in politics, these countries are, their rivalry is it's something very apparent and obvious out in the world. But the spokesperson said these are not the only fields to play, so they will insist. Now, another African potential or candidate to become a member of Brics is Senegal from West Africa. So Senegal is a medium capacity gold mining country and also a good energy player. It has a reserve in gold, oil, and gas. So that makes it a very good potential candidate. Now, Sri Lanka, let's go to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka it's interested. China is interested in port and Indian Ocean access, while Russian tourism investments are increasing in the country. Now, Sudan is another African country that is, that has a big potential to join Brics. Now, why Sudan? This is a very war-torn country. There's a forgotten war conflict going on in that country, killing a number of civilians while the world is all focused in the Middle East. So this is, why, if you ask me why Sudan, its top 5 export markets are 100% Brics, the founding members. Who are these countries? China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, India, and the United Arab Emirates. So that will make it a very good potential. And in addition, Sudan, if really Brics gets Sudan, then this bloc will have a complete control over the Red Sea trade route, which the West will not give up easily, and that's why they keep the East Africa, or the Horn of Africa, the Greater Horn of Africa, into conflict, so they have they can control the region. Now, Thailand is the Asian largest economy. So it's this Asian, the SEAN, that means the 10 Asian countries, South Asian countries bloc. It's a member of that. And also it has a free trade agreement with Australia, New Zealand, Japan, South Korea, China, Hong Kong, and India. And it has agreements with Latin America, like Chile and Peru. So the last country is, this was the last, Turkey. I'm doing it alphabetically. So Turkey, I have said a little. It's controversial. It's a very good ally of the European Union, although it's not a member of EU, but we will see how that will go on. Uruguay has joined the Brics New Development Bank already. So that is already a very good first step or phase for it to join Brics. Now, Uzbekistan, it's Central Asia's fastest growing economy. It's also something strategically important. Venezuela, it's a sanction defiance country. Its energy reserves and political stance fit very well with China and Russia. So there are additional candidates, but these are really mainly in which these 20 countries who have applied to join BRICS could be. So let's see if our assumption is true. So, but this is of course analysts supported. Now, in conclusion, if these countries are joining to BRICS, then it will mean that there is a closer examination also, reveals that many of the 20 listed above are significant economies. Also, Latin America's, free trade area, the African continental free trade area. It will give BRICS that access. The Eurasian Economic Union, some of them are members to that, and the South Asian 10 countries members, the Asian, also known as Asian. So it significantly enhances the BRICS' own reach and influence also within these countries. Now, the BRICS movement is developing more as a trade philosophy than a specific blocks. Of course, now what will the US would come up with this, because for every initiative there is a counterattack. For example, for the Belt and Road Initiative, US, the Joe Biden has come up with the India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor, known as IMEC. Now, as I conclude, I will ask you, these are my questions now. Do you agree with our analysis of these countries, if they are the potential candidates for the new membership to BRICS? Number two, should the Western countries, join BRICS? And the last one is, what's your view on Turkey joining BRICS? So let us know in the comments section, what do you think of this, and we will take the discussion further. So that was it for me. Thank you very much again for tuning in, and your comments will mean a lot. It will help us, in which direction we have to focus. And as well, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It will help us, our YouTube algorithm. And please don't, go and smash that notification bell so that you will be notified whenever there are new videos in our channel. If you like what we bring you here in this platform, please give it thumbs up. And most importantly, share the video. Let's empower each other with information and knowledge. Do not keep it for yourself. If you want to help us further, go to the description section and you can help us by donating through our PayPal account. Thank you very much again for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one. It's a bye-bye for me now.